Oh, I need a car. I need a car. I need a car. I need a car. We can't go running without a car. We can't go running without a car. There we go. We got a car. Oh, my word. Whew. So, I overran on the pace chasers earlier on today. And it had a bit of a knock-on effect on the afternoon. And everything's all become a little bit of a rush this evening. So I apologise for that. Plus, I don't know what I've set up a new room name for the pace chasers that we're doing in the afternoon now, and I could not get the room name to come off of pace chasers. No matter what I did, I had to open up the lobby with an old room, as in Red Bull. I tried 3 different ones. Only then would it put in the right PlayStation Racer, YouTube Live, blah 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 blah. But then I had to try and change it back to the schedule for this evening, but I was struggling to do that while you were all piling in. Oh man, my brain's exploding already. And it's only Monday, and we haven't even started the week yet, and it's all going wrong. And Welsh Boy turns up an hour early. So I'm not the only one that's lost their marbles this evening. But there we go. Welsh Boy, good evening. Oh, I love that. I think Mitchell is running a little late tonight. You're not joking, my friend. More than just a little late. Panic mode late tonight. Oh dear. He does then go on to say, I seen your first race on your channel yesterday, Vic, and very nice, mate. I still need to watch the rest. Vic did really well yesterday. I want to see if Vic is in today, because we were all rooting for him to get his C rating, and I know he was doing some dailies earlier on, but I don't know if he got it or not. I was watching for a while I was watching for a time whilst I was working, and he was getting on pretty well, so fingers crossed. But I had to duck out before he actually got there. Where are we? Gamer Dan is in. Good evening. And yes, I did end up booting everybody because I was trying to get the room sorted out. So 1 million PSR room changes, which I'm getting known for. Steve, good evening. Number 1 Pops is in as well. Good evening. Steve's going really well. Joined us with the Pace Chasers session earlier on around Spar, and going really well also. Good evening, Borky. And Mad Max has just jumped in as well. Hello. And yeah, those Pace Chaser sessions are definitely paying dividends for a lot of us, me included. I was working with Greg earlier on, and the 2 of us were talking about our Rouge and swapping little tips. When we'd just work something out, we'd shout it out, and then the other one would apply it, and then they'd adjust that slightly. And yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed it. It's not just for the slow people anymore. That truly is a Pace Chasers lobby where you are all working together as a team to try and get your times down. It doesn't matter whether you're an A+ or whether you're what's the lowest this thing goes to, an E. Really doesn't matter. All we're doing in there is sharing information. So, you know, if you're happy to come in there and share information to get quicker, come and join us. If you're one of those people that just likes to be really quick and keep it to yourself, well, maybe it's not for you. John, good evening. Also, Roger, good evening to the both of you. We've got a load of people in the lobby already. Jack Kobe's in, Greg White, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Unfazed, I know Jeff, Mad Max, Richard Sauce, Drac Fury, Hulky, Steve, Borky, GT Tom, Ronin, and Slapfisk is just joining to make the full complement of 16, which probably means that I can get the qualifier underway a little bit earlier than normal. I'm going to try, because I have got a curfew tonight, seriously got a curfew tonight. So I'm going to try and get away at 21:07. Oh, Jack Kobe is currently packing. Won't be with you guys for a while, but then I've just seen him in the room. I think it might be Liliana racing tonight. Jack Kobe's off packing his case. Liliana's all sorted out and in order. Liliana's got the controller, guys. We're going to see some proper racing tonight. Oh, we're going to see some proper racing tonight. I'm talking about proper racing. We're all GR3s tonight because PD, in their wisdom, have gone pure GR3s this week. Both for the daily race B and C GR3. I don't know what A is. I don't worry about A. So I thought we'd do a GR3 evening this evening. And we've got one additional race on the schedule because a couple of you, at least two of you, are doing a wet weather race around Spar later this week. So we've added both the daily race B race to this, being the dry Spar. But then we're going to do the same in the wet. So at some point for your chosen GR3 car, you are going to want at least inters, if not wet tyres. Jack, if I don't remember and I forget later on, I hope you have a really cracking holiday in was it Tenerife? I think you said you were going. Was it Ibiza or Tenerife? Tenerife. Yeah, sure it was. Have a really cracking holiday. Safe travels. Enjoy the winter sun, and we'll see you when you're back. All brown and peeling, probably, but that conjures up a really awful picture. But there we go. Yay! So, cool. Greg White, good evening as well. Oh look, there's more silliness. Greg White says, "Don't forget the speedos in the suitcase, Jack." Oh, he's in there with a snorkel. Crikey! I can just about picture Jack Kobe in a full racing suit with crash helmet on. We don't want to imagine him sitting with a pair of speedos drinking Kobe juice. Come on, he'll be sitting there on the beach with his controller and beating us all in Theoryland. Whoa. Right, okay, we are at 21:07. My friends, are going to get this one underway because I need to finish at midnight tonight. I am up early tomorrow. I've got a action-packed morning of stuff that's going on. So much so I've actually got myself double booked. I haven't actually double booked myself. It's circumstances that have double booked me with a personal appointment at home, thank goodness, that I can't change, and that was arranged weeks ago. And now I've got a Tuesday morning meeting that's been scheduled with a client every single Tuesday morning. And of course the two are just overlapped, and I daren't change the boiler service. Okay, that's all working fine because obviously moving house, we need to get that service and sorted. Right, those of you that have been watching me for a while, you'll have seen that I've been on the bumper cam, I think is a proper term for it, the one with the dials. I've now gone to the roof cam, which I think it's properly called, because I keep bumping people and it is doing my head in. So yeah, we've changed, so I'm trying to get used to this cam at the moment. The problem with this camera is there's no mirror, so it's very difficult to see who's coming up behind you. So what you have to do is get that old radar on, keep an eye on the radar, and then whenever you can, in other words, whenever you get onto a nice bit straight like this in a moment, is just have a quick look behind you and make sure there's nobody behind you. But then I'm finding that I'm missing gears and all sorts of stuff. Whoa. So Jonesy, is this? There's so many people call them different things. I always used to call the one with the dials the dash cam because it was a dashboard on the front. Some people call it a bumper cam. Some people call it a hood cam. And then this one, I always used to refer to as a bumper cam, but of course it isn't a bumper cam because you're sitting on the roof. But it's a completely different feel up here. You can actually see more of the track, which is quite nice, I felt. But you are also sitting up a lot higher, so your whole perspective is quite different. But there we go. So yeah, we had a brilliant time with the Pace Chasers earlier on at Spar. I also managed to get my time down to a, oh crikey, I can't remember what it was now. I don't know, it was quite a good time. At the time when I set it, it was about 1,000th in the world. That is going to drop and I need to get it quicker, but I reckon there is about another half a second for me to find, because I was about a 1/7 of a second up on one of my last runs, and then an email went off, caught my attention, and I spun it, which really annoyed me. So I'm going to be having words with the person that sent me the email. No, I'm not. But yeah, I spun it and missed out on that lap, and I spun it towards the end of the lap, so it was looking quite good. So the bumper cam is the dials, hood cam is the dials and hood and bonnet. Third person cam is full car and dials. So I am in the, what you'd refer to as the hood cam. But I'm sitting on the roof in this car. Oh, I nearly ran into the back of Welsh Boy there. So at least you can see the bonnet of the car in this one. And I'm hoping I'm going to be running into people a little less. That said, I did run into Vic earlier on when I was chasing him. And we're getting monstered already tonight. But you know me, I've got my own names for stuff anyway. It just keeps you all on your toes, that way nobody knows what I'm talking about. Woo! Never quite managed to get Barcelona in my head, this track. Always struggled with it. Invariably I either go too deep on some of these corners or too wide, getting the power down. I'm also in the Sylvia this evening, which has a habit of biting you. The reason I'm in here is I'm considering doing the Daily Race Bs this week, and that almost definitely is going to be not a Sylvia, Supra, almost definitely going to be a Supra race. I did that earlier on. I was talking to Unfazed and I called it Sylvia. I can't get my brain in gear today. I think had a really long and busy weekend, and I'm just really shattered today. Normally I take it easy on a Sunday, but we were out yesterday, went up to Derby with the dogs, 3 dogs and a family. It was really great. Lauren and Adam, Ellie and Liam. Just trying to think about what I'm doing through those corners. Joe and I all went up to Derbyshire. We went up to Bakewell, like the Christmas market up there. Oh, I couldn't wait to get out of there. Woo, not my sort of thing. And then we headed over to Dovedale and took the dogs out, and they had a wonderful time running around in the river, and then stopped off for dinner on the way back. And yeah, really nice time. Oh, Jonesy, I feel like I'm sitting on the roof because I can actually see part of my roof graphic. So I know in the Supra I am definitely sitting on the roof. Because I've got a carbon fibre roof with my Pink Floyd The Wall logo on the top, and I can actually see it. So my head, if there was a sunroof, would be sticking out the sunroof. And I tell you now, my friends, I'm not that tall. So, yeah, a bit strange, but there we go. Right, so we qualified, well, I'm going to say we qualified 12th, but I've just been bumped by somebody. I think Tom might have just bumped me. Oh, Jack Kobe's going to bump me. Gamer Dan's going to bump me. So, oh, we could be dropping like a stone. We could be dead last. But hey ho, it is what it is. It is what it is. So usual rules, please. Usual PSR rules, please. Let me just pop that one up there, just so that everybody is aware. So if you do bump somebody, please give the place back by way of an apology as soon as it is safe to do so. And then just apologise in the chat afterwards, just to explain what happened. And using the chat enables somebody to say, I'm sorry, you know, I did this wrong, or I did that wrong, or well, actually, no, you know, this happened or that happened or whatever. It just smooths things over, and it means we're not throwing replays all the time, which we haven't done in ages, thank goodness. We're getting on with the racing, which is really, really nice. If I bump somebody, I will get the place back on track, and I will apologise verbally on stream. And if you do want to get my attention, then please put at PlayStation Racer in the chat, and it will put a little orange box around my name. And I am starting at the very beginning, at the start. That's not good. And I'm getting jumped already. Going a little bit defensive into that first corner. And we've still gone too deep. Let's bunch the pack up. Probably causing complete chaos behind me, but never mind. Let's see what we can do now. Again, just trying to get used to this new camera. I used to race in this all the time and I liked it very much, and then when I was getting into trouble I put the mirror one on so I could see what was going on behind. And now that I've lost that, I'm having to rely on the radar a lot more. That's probably going to be a penalty. I did do a week of daily races around here and slowly started to get used to the track, but it's one of those that I tend to forget very quickly. I think it's because it doesn't come naturally to me, this one. Oh, Liliana put a wheel over the code there. Jack Kobe's probably shouting from his suitcase saying, Liliana, don't do that, don't do that. Keep it on the track. You have my reputation to keep. Wow, look at that 3 there. All together, having a battle in front. Drat Fury wagging the tail of the BMW, of the VW there. I'm going to have to start this stream again in a minute. I'm messing all my words up. Both typed and spoken. I'm surprised I'm even in the right car, with the right tyres, on the right track, in the right country. Or maybe I'm not. Ooh, nearly dropped it. Oh, Borky's got some technical issues. Either that or he's referring to my brain technical issues. I have got the engineers out, by the way. I called them on Friday, and they're coming out tomorrow to try and find my brain, and then they're going to try and run an upgrade on it, because clearly there is an issue with it, and they're rewiring the coding and all the see if they can get me sorted out, because apparently a 57-year-old shouldn't have the brain of a child. But there we go. Apparently mine stopped working about 40 years ago. And finally, they booked me in to have it all checked out, and well, the first thing they've got to do is work through the fluff. And when they've done that, see if they can just connect it all up again and reboot it. Then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to have a good stream, no more silliness, serious racing, everything all on point. And it'll be like watching Hirith and Rory and Key and all the proper streamers who know how to stream properly. Won't that be good? Oh, nearly overcooked that. How's Liliana doing? Crumbs! She's out in first. She must have taught Jack Kobe how to drive, I reckon. She's a natural. Has he finished packing that suitcase yet? We need the Jack Kobe back, proper Jack Kobe, so we stand a chance of actually being able to beat him. Ronin's going well in second, Dunphased in third, Greg White fourth, Drat Fury fifth, and we're running in sixth at the moment. Final lap. Can we close down on Drat Fury, who's got a 1 second penalty? Oh, there's an opportunity to sneak fifth if ever I saw one. But we're too far away. We're 1.5 at the moment. You got booted out of the game, Porky. How did you get booted out of the game? Need to get on the back of Drat Fury more. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry, Drac. Go, go, go. Sorry, mate. I was desperate to get up the inside of you there, and you just unghosted, and I thought, oh, keep going, keep my boot in, and I'll get you. Yeah, I was going quicker. I didn't think I was quite close enough to get that move done. So we didn't manage to get fifth. But yeah, I apologise for the bump. Why did Borky get kicked out? Very strange. Oh, look, did you see what Liliana did? She got herself a nice penalty just to make Jack Kobe feel good about himself. There you go, you see? She's a really nice lady. Come on, Jack, we need you back. We need you back. Right, how are we doing? By the way, I hope that the audio and visuals are okay. I'll have a note of that later on. Talking about that, let me just do the replay. And I didn't save it or share it. I didn't share that one. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Want to give a refresher on the PSR rules? Well, I did that at the beginning of the race. Is somebody not giving the places back? Scoob, shout it out, will you? If there's an issue, we'll go and have a look at the replay, and I'll reiterate the rules via a replay. And if that means we kick everybody out of the room, we kick everybody out of the room. Let me know, Scoob. Right, Jack Kobe. Sorry, Liliana was your winner with a one. I had to stop that. Jack Kobe was in first with a 1:44.5 and the fastest lap and a time penalty of 1 second. So a complete full house there. Unfazed in second with a 1:46.6, 6 seconds behind. Ooh, Nick White in third with a 1:47.0. Jack's on fire tonight. Look at that, a 1:44 is crazy quick. Hey, Greg White in third with a 1:47.0. Ronin in fourth, Jack Fury fifth. I got sixth. Richard Source in seventh. Gamer Dan in eighth. Hulky ninth. Mad Max in 10th. Slap Fisk in 11th. I don't know Jeff in 12th. Welsh Boy 13th. Steve 14th. GT Tom 15th. And Borky with a DNF. Strange DNF there. Not quite sure why. Your winner, Jack Kobe. Second place, Unfazed. Third, Greg White. Okie dokie. Right, let's get into the next one. Get that loaded up. So we're off to Yamagawa for this one. Let me just go through the settings very, very quickly before we start. Which is preset weather, so it's going to be nice and fine. We are grid start, slowest first, BOP is on, boost is off, light damage, 2 and 2 tyre and fuel, which is all good. 5 minutes for the quali, 120 overrun, all good. GR3s, medium and soft tyre. Medium and soft tyre is required in this one. We are doing 5 laps, but medium and soft tyre. So there is a stop and go pit stop in this one. Shortcut penalty is weak. Wall collision is weak. Pretty much everything is all the same. Ghosting is off. Car collision's on. Flag is on. So I think we're all good to go. But you did hear there, you need to run both compounds of tyres, please. Both compounds of tyres. Yeah, Scoob hasn't come back with regards to that incident, but please, guys, remember PSR rules. PSR rules. We all know what we should all know what they are. I am going to get caught out big time with tyres tonight. because I was racing earlier on with the pace chasers. It's all going wrong tonight. Medium and soft I want. It's medium and soft. And yeah, I was running with the pace chasers and we finished up with the inters. And it's the inters that I keep on starting this race with. But there we go. There we go. Here we go. 16 runners in this one. We've got Ronin, Game with Dan, I Don't Know Jeff, Mad Max, Richard Sauce, myself, Drat Fury, Hulky, Steve, Tom, Jack Kobe, Greg White, Welsh Boy, Unfazed, Slapfish, Borky. And I'm going to put it out there again. We're going to go PSR rules, please. Or you risk a penalty. And a race night ban. Obviously, if you get enough penalties. Although I don't think anybody's got any points at the moment because everything's been going well. So please check and make sure that you are aware of the rules. It's very simple. If you bump somebody and you destroy their race, accidentally or otherwise, simply give the place back as soon as it is safe to do so. Apologise in the chat afterwards and everybody's good. So I didn't actually see anything in that last one that was out of order or untoward. But just somebody asking for the rules to be refreshed. So, not refreshed, to give a refresher, which sort of indicated to me that something bad had happened somewhere. And it is up to the person that was bumped to, i.e. the offender, the offended, not the offender, the offended person, to throw a yellow flag so that we actually have a look at them. I can't tell you, I can't get any of my words out right tonight. It's terrible. I haven't told everybody when we'll start this one yet. I need to do that as well. Whoa, too deep into there. Right, when will we start? Qualifier at 21. Oh, I'm going to go 21:35. It's going to be a bit quick, but I am going through these fairly quick tonight because I am on a time thingy curfew, and yeah, that's how we go. So who we got in this one now? We've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Ronin, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Unfazed, I Don't Know Jeff, Mad Max, Richard Sauce, me, Drat Fury, Slapfish. Hey, Jonesy's in! Hulky, Steve, and GT Tom had a great battle with Jonesy on Friday. I loved it. Really good battle. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'll wait until it ticks over to 21:35 and then we'll get this one underway. Oh. 25 people watching. If you haven't already, please smack the like button for me. It really does help the video. It helps the reach for the community as well. And we got a few people found us on Friday with the game that we were running, liked what they saw, wanted to get involved. So I had a few good conversations with a few people over the weekend about that. Hopefully we'll get a few of those in the lobbies very soon. But yeah, we had a cracking night with the last man standing with Drat Fury. Another outstanding evening of games. Absolutely thoroughly enjoyed that. And I'm hoping he's going to do another one. If not, and if it is the Cosworth, the Escort Cosworth, it's got to be with that whale tail. if we've got the Escort Cosworth coming out in the update this week, I am so eager to do a Cosy night with the Sierra and the Escort Cosworth. Take me right back to the 80s when I used to work with Ford. I drove a Sierra Cosworth a number of times, as I've mentioned to you guys, and I only ever drove an Escort Cosworth once, and that was quite an experience. Especially when I thought I was driving it really quick around a track, and then I got signalled out from the class where the guy that was sitting with us, and he said in the break that I did really well, would I like to go around and see how to do it properly? And I thought, what do you mean do it properly? I've just been wringing the neck out of this car. Oh no. It was like I was driving Miss Daisy. I was so slow. When you go around in a professional who really knows the car and the track and really knows it inside out, oh boy, was it different. Exhilarating, scary, but fabulous at the same time. Just jumped on the loud pedal a bit too quick there. $145, we should get another one in. Oh, big slide there from yours truly. I've done a 135.8. Mad Max just put in a 134.2. Got that all wrong. Need to brake a tad earlier through there. Oh no! Tried to hang it around the outside of Jack Kobe there. Ran out of talent. As is often the way. Don't think we'll get this one done. We've only got 120 seconds. It's not going to be enough. Oh, I might actually. 140 odd. Porky, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Maybe try rebooting your PlayStation. Although I did hear a few other people have mentioned some server issues to me on other channels. I'm wondering whether PD are doing something with the servers leading up to the update later this week. I've got no grounds for saying that. It's just a wild speculation. But you're not the first person that said that they've had one or two server issues. Jack's done a 1:33.3. Woo! I'm way down the field. 2.5 seconds off of the pace. Oh, Scoop! There we go. I've since found out if you're in the car's setup screen, when the host starts the quali or the race, you get booted out with a server error. Oh, has Scoop come up with an answer to that one then? That is part of the reason why I do try and call out when we're going to start doing the quali. And do I need to call out the race? Do I need to call out a race time start? I wonder. That would be, I'd be very interested in your comments on that, because normally I just wait a few seconds just while I'm getting myself sorted out before I start the race. But there's no reason why I shouldn't say what time the race and the quali is going to start. Ah, Borky was racing on track when he was booted, so that would rule that one out. Right, okay. Are we ready? Have we got the right tyres on, guys? Remember, we're running both tyres in this one. Let's get this one underway. Good luck, everybody. 16 runners. Full house. As always seems to be the case lately. Right, good luck, everybody. Remember, normal PSR rules, please. If you do bump somebody accidentally or on purpose, hopefully not the latter, please give the place back as soon as it is safe to do so, and just apologise in the YouTube chat to explain what happened, please. Oh, Greg jumped the start there, and I nearly jumped the start. I reacted to Greg, but just at the right time. So big thank you to Greg, who I think got me an absolutely brilliant start, but he's got away really well. Look at that. That Genesis is a flyer. Oh, I'm being spun round. No. Oh, man. I was going so well. I was trying to stay out of Unfazed Way there, who got it all wrong in the Lambo. Go on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't wait for me, Drac. Go, 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 go. Don't wait for me. Don't ever wait for me, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I was trying to get out of the way of the Lambo. And it all went a bit wobbly. It all went a bit wibbly wobbly. Oh, lots of people towards the back of the grid were on the medium tyres. Unfazed, Ronin, Hulky, Welsh Boy, me. Let's see if we can get back into this one. With some absolute flyers now. Oh God, Ronin was ghosted there. Hello, Ghost. Oh, we've now got the soft runners in. Oh, I'm going to be in the Super All this week for the GR3s. Assuming that I go with the daily race B. I'm getting to like it very much, I have to say. Oh, no, 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 no. As I said, it does bite you when you get it wrong. And I used to own a Z4. In real. For real, for real, for real. I had an i30. Amazing little car that was. I could get a 1.5 second penalty for that. Oh, 10th. Oh, need to try a bit harder than that. Definitely need to try a bit harder than that. You were in the Lexus, were you? No, really? Oh, so you were. I just saw your name and assumed it was the Lambo. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I just assumed, my friend, that you're going to be in the Lamborghini. Why have you gone to the Lexus? Why have you gone to the Lexus? Strange. Oh, I'm intrigued now. Right, we will share this one. Unfazed has gone to the dark side. There'll be a reason for it, I'm sure. Well, I know why, because the Lexus is better than the Lamborghini. Jonesy, the Genesis X feels horrendous to drive now. Ah, it's because he wants to show me he can handle any GR3 car. Okay. All right. Well, I think you should hop into the BMW M6 and win, and then I know you can handle any GR3 car. Ghost says it's okay to blame everything on Unfazed. Hey, I do that all the time, mate. Don't worry about that. Your result. Oh, Jack Kobe was the winner with a 132.8 and the fastest lap. In second was Greg White in the Genesis with a 133.9. I don't know, Jeff in third in the Genesis with a 134.9. Jonesy in fourth in the Genesis. I did tell you the Genesis was a good car in fourth. So second, third and fourth all in the Genesis X. Unfazed in the Lexus RCF GT3 in fifth. Welsh Boy in sixth. Gamer Down in seventh. Hulky in eighth. Mad Max in ninth. I got 10th. Ronin in 11th. Slapfisk in 12th. Steve 13th. Richard 14th. GT Tom in 15th. And Drac Fury in 16th. Your top three: Jack Kobe, Greg White, and I don't know Jeff. And I just cannot get my words out tonight. Oh my word! Right, okay. I think that we are starting to get into the daily. So we've got the Randomiser Race 3, which is Deep Forest Raceway in reverse. Let me just open that up and then we'll go and have a look at the settings and see what we're doing. Unfazed, are you taking the M6 in the next race? Are you going to run the M6? If you're going to run the M6, I'll run the M6. How's that? No, I'm going to run the Supra. I want to stay with the Supra because I want to get to grips with this car this week. Well, I've already sort of getting to grips with it. I want to get better with the Supra this week if I'm going to be running it in the daily races. Event settings. Right, guys, this is a biggie. This is a biggie. 14 laps around Deep Forest Raceway. 14. Unusual for us. Preset weather. It's just okay. Afternoon. Rolling start. Fastest first. BOP is on. Boost is off. Slipstream strength is real. Damage is light. 7 times tyre wear and 2 times fuel on this one. And we're in a GR3, hard and medium, and you need to run both the hard and the medium tyres for this one, both the hard and the medium. I'm just going to get some running time on those, I think. Mad Max with the super run brake balance 1 to the rear. Do you know, I never remember what to do with my brake balances. I always just run them as 0. I really need to change that. Right, we will get the qualifying on this one underway at 2200. 2200 will go for this one, assuming a Hulkie's back from doing what he's doing in the little boys' room. So we're saying 1 to the rear. Oh, good evening, number 1. Well, let's try that again. Crumbs. Crumbs, 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 crumbs. No, that is insane coming out of there. So we come out there, then we've got to hold it around here. Oh, and then not put it into there. Crumbs, that pit exit is diabolical. That's got to be one of the worst pit exits of any track anywhere in Gran Turismo. That's got to be worse than the Eiger. And as you can tell, I really do not know this track whatsoever. I could even jump out and just narrate this one, commentate this one even. Oh. Sorry, Mad Max. Oh. Crumbs alive. Plus the penalties are horrendous. Right, hopefully is Hulkie, are you back? Is Hulkie back? Hulkie, 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 are you back? Renzo, is this your daily race B between friends? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We've got one place. Is Borky, you coming back? Borky, Borky, Borky. After Borky, are you joining us? Borky, Borky, Borky. Is Borky there? I think that Galacticor has given way for you, my friend. Oh, Daily C has tuning, does it? I'm going to get this one going. I was hoping that Borky was going to jump in. But I don't think he's listening for the moment. Right. Kuro, how are you, mate? Daily CS tuning and Daily 8 is the most interesting thing PD have done this week. I'll have to have a look at that. I haven't even looked at it. Right, we're going to go with 15 of us, I'm afraid. I was hoping Borky was going to join us. Alas, it doesn't look like he is. It's GR4 with FF cars only. Why are we not getting that setting? FF at Laguna. Ooh. Right, let's get this one underway. The only reason I'm not doing all the tuning is that not everybody's into it, and I just want to even the playing field a little bit. We crashed and we haven't even got through the first corner yet. No, Ghost, I'm on the racing hard, so I want to get to grips with this car on the hards. Also, I very often qualify in my lobbies on the harder tyres, so it puts me towards the back of the pack a little bit more, so I can run with some of the guys a bit further back. But also it prepares me for the harder compounder tyre, so you'll often see me doing that. Hey 10, thank you for the £2, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. I would throw you up a beer, but I can't at the moment because my hands are full with this Supra. Where on earth is this track going? Whoa! I need to brake a lot harder earlier than that. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate it, but I don't tend to encourage it. Because I prefer to for you guys just to enjoy the content and race with me. But I'm not going to lie, it all helps. And it is very, very much appreciated. Although, I remember one time I was racing and somebody did a super chat. And I was like, oh, yeah, no need to do that. But thank you very much. Thank you, I really appreciate it. And I said, well, to be quite frank, you're more interested in what's on the TV tonight. And I'm paying Sky, blah, 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 blah. Did make me laugh. Right. Oh, you've got to brake even earlier for that corner. Come on. That's crazy, man. Can I get round for one more and try that corner one last time? It's like, as soon as you see the bollards, you've got to brake all the way to the corner. Obviously, I know this track the other way around, but I very, very rarely do this in reverse. That said, as I said earlier on, I went from D to B around here many moons ago on my DR ranking. I think that was in a different car, maybe the GR4s, I'm not quite sure. Such a long time ago, I don't remember. And I had a week, I was absolutely on it. It was either here or Troll Mountain, one or the other. Could be wrong, could have been Troll Mountain. In fact, I think it was Troll Mountain in reverse, I think. How on earth do you get through that corner? That is hard. Ugh. This is one of those tracks where I need to look at the leaders replays and try and learn after the stream, which is something I do very, very often. Gave me down, I know. I can't drive this at all tonight. If this does not happen, I will ditch this one and commentate it. I think I'm glad I'm doing Spar for the dailies and not this one. I wouldn't mind if I was even halfway close to getting a decent run, but no, not good on that one. Not good at all. Steve, I'm learning this track as we go as well, my friend. You are not alone. You are not alone. I think we're both in the same boat in this. That said, I was on the harder tyres, so I will take some part from that. But yeah, we shall see how things go. Right. Just give it a moment just to collect my thoughts, and then we'll get going. Oh. You want me to do some commentary? I could do some commentary. Do you believe I've not driven this track before? I do, Jack Kobe, because you are an alien and you can jump on any track and do anything. It's annoying. It's so annoying. Right, I think what I am going to have to do is start this and then jump out of it because I have qualified. So I am not going to race this one. I am going to watch. Are we all ready? Are we all ready? Yeah, I'm going commentary on this one. I really didn't fancy it. So good luck, everybody. Hopefully everybody is ready. Can I just get an R if you're ready? Because obviously people are sorting out their tyres. If I can just get an R when you're ready. When I get enough of them, I'll go. So we got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Mad Max, Gamer Dan, Welsh Boy, Richard Source, Ronin, I Don't Know Jeff, Jack Fury, Slapfist, Colkey, Unfazed, Steve, Jonesy, and, well, yeah, we'll forget who's at the back there. Okie dokie. Let's get this one underway, shall we? Let's go, let's go, let's go! So 14 laps around here. Where do people pit? That is the question. And can my voice hold out for 14 whole long laps? That's a long old way. It's a long time. Oh. Right, when am I going to be able to jump out of this? Come on, let me jump out. Oh no! Oh no, it did do it right. Whew. I thought I jumped out too quickly there. Oh, my heart just missed a beat. And a few more besides. So, Jack Kobe, who has just let us know that he has never raced this track before, leads the pack away in the Supra, closely followed by Greg White in the Porsche, who gets a beautiful run up the inside. Is he going to get a drag down the long straight? And then what are those two guys going to do at the end of it with the tight right-hander? Everybody else following behind really closely at the moment. But Greg White has hit the front. Jack Kobe right on his bumper. He's taking a look down the inside. He's going for a late lunge. It looks like he may well have got that done. Greg White just having to give him some room. But no, Greg White keeps it booting around the outside. What a beautiful move from Greg White there to just hold Jack Kobe behind him. Just 0.3, 0.4 of a second, although that's changing all of the time. Further back, we've got Gamer Dan in third, Mad Max fourth, Richard Source in fifth, Ronin in sixth, Jack Fury seventh, and Unfazed in eighth. That is your top eighth at the moment, but it's all pretty close up the front. Greg White just pulling a little bit of distance on Jack Kobe now. Just coming up to 0.9 of a second. Can he break the toe, I wonder, whilst Gamer Dan is applying pressure on Jack Kobe. Gamer Dan also in the Porsche. Lights flashing as we go through this very fast right-hander. Then they're going to have to get it gathered up for the hairpin. Are we going to get any issues with the hairpin? Greg White is through safely. Jack Kobe goes a bit deep. Gamer Dan gets a nice exit there. Otherwise, looking back, everybody reasonably okay. We had Jack Fury just getting somebody into the side of him a little bit through that corner, but I think we were all good. It looks like most people got through, although there's a very slow car at the back that may well have got into some difficulties. But up the front, it is Greg White now, 1.4 seconds down the road after pulling a beautiful move on Jack Kobe. He got that move done and then he held it, and now Jack Kobe finds himself under severe pressure from Gamer Dan. The Porsche is looking so much more planted than the Supras around here. I think the Porsche is the car to be in. Gamer Dan is going to get Jack Kobe in a minute, I think. Jack just covering the inside line there. Gamer Dan looking for a slightly different line to get a run on Jack Kobe. He is going to be in the slip. He's 0.3 of a second. He's not making a lot of time. The time is jumping around a bit. He's got it down to 0.28 at the moment. Should be in slipstream, but it could be all about this really tight hairpin. Jack has been a little bit loose through there compared to the Porsches, but no, Jack's learning. He's got that all gathered at that time, got it nicely covered off, and Gamer Dan really just needing to follow through. So Greg White 1.2 out the front now. As Jack Kobe is settling into his stride, he is starting to reel the leader in, and Gamer Dan 0.4 off the back of Jack Kobe at the moment, but still very much in there. And Mad Max is joining this fight too now. Mad Max is only 1.1 behind Gamer Dan and going really, really well. He's 2.3, 2.4 to Richard Source. Again, that Supra looking really loose on the exit of that corner under acceleration. The Porsches just seem to be able to get the power down so much more cleanly around here. And then we've got Richard Source and Ronin in a really good battle. I've been watching this one up on the map. We've got Richard Source, Ronin, and I don't know, Jeff is just off the back of these, just by half a second. And it is really tight with these three at the moment. Could be going absolutely anywhere with this one. Then we got Welsh Boy in 8th. Hulky is in 9th at the moment. Drac Fury in 10th. Steve going well in 7th with Jonesy tight behind. Steve is in the Lamborghini. That is going to be a handful, I would imagine, around here. And tyres could be interesting with the Lamborghini. Not entirely sure that that was a good choice, if I'm honest. But I think that the OP cars around here are actually Lamborghini, Porsche, and the BMW, or is that the Daily Race B? I can't remember. I'm probably talking complete rubbish as usual. Unfazed down in 13th, very unusual with Slapfisk. So I suspect that there's been some incident there, but out front now, Greg White with 2.5 seconds, just dancing that Porsche through these curves. Beautiful to watch. Just sliding it beautifully, lovely controlled lines. Using all the track and a little bit more there. Gamer Dan and Jack Kobe. Oh, we've missed a move. Gamer Dan is now in 2nd ahead of Jack Kobe. I did wonder whether that was going to happen. It has happened. We haven't seen it, but Jack Kobe's having another go up the inside. It looks like he's got that move done. The superior speed of the Supra, I think, playing a part there. But, as I've said, the Porsche does look to be so much more planted. And Gamer Dan having a look up the inside now, again through the curves. I think Jack Kobe is going to have his work cut out with this one. There's nothing between Kobe and Gamer Dan. Gamer Dan is going to have the inside for this next corner. No, he tucks in behind Jack Kobe. No, he gets a slingshot. A lovely bit of slipstream there. Wise tactics. Just got a little bit of slipstream and just beautiful overtake. That was brilliant to watch. Absolutely outstanding. Gamer Dan with a little bit of a wriggle as the power went down there, and Jack Kobe is going to see that. Oh, Jack Kobe getting it a little bit loose as well. These two really pushing the limits of these cars. They're obviously not worrying too much about tyres at the moment. 14 laps and we're on lap 5 at the moment. Just coming up to start lap 6. The tyres looking in relatively good condition. Not that much difference between most of the cars, if I'm honest. Even the Lamborghini is looking really good on its tyres right now. Jonesy has got a little bit of damage on the front, plus a 1.5 penalty at the moment. Unfazed, absolutely chasing the back of that Porsche. As we see Ronin just gathering the car up after a spin. He's got a big penalty there. But unfortunately, Jonesy is going to have a 1.5 second penalty. That is going to put Slapfisk and Unfazed through. Although I think Slapfisk has just dived into the pits possibly. No, he's still going. But maybe that was Ronin who was changing the tyres there. But back up front, where all the action has been all the way through this. Greg White now with a 4-second lead. He's handing it to the guys behind. Gamer Dan is in 2nd. Jack Kobe is in 3rd. I bet Jack Kobe is scratching his head, wondering how these Porsches are so quick and planted around here. They are absolutely taking the master to task at the moment. I don't know if he's watching the stream. We can see what's going on here. I don't know. Is it going to be a surprise in a lap or two? We shall see. Mad Max Again, going really, really well in the Super. He's in 4th. I don't know, Jeff is currently running in 5th. Richard Source in 6th. Jack Fury in 7th. Hulky in 8th. Steve in 9th. Slapfisk in 10th. Unfazed 11th. Welsh Boy in 12th. Jonesy 13th. Ronin recovering in 14th at the moment. Greg White 4 seconds out front at the moment. Tyres about half worn at this stage. Gamer Dan 2nd. Tyres slightly better condition, but not an awful lot better. Jack Kobe in the Supra wearing its tyres really nicely. But where are they going to come in? Lap 7 could be pit stop time. Pit stop time for 1 or 2 people. We can see Unfazed is in, Hulky's in. It looks like Greg White has gone for another lap. Gamer Dan also, Jack Kobe also. None of the front runners have decided to blink yet on the tyres. Of course, at the moment, unless they're watching the stream, they don't know what tyres each other are on. So how are they actually are they sitting in this race, given the tyres? It's the one thing I really wish you could see what tyres other racers were on. Like your pit crew would normally be feeding that information through. But Greg White, 4.3 now. Unfazed, don't quit, keep going, my friend. I think it's 3 points for a rage quit. So we've got Jack Kobe's in, Mad Max in. Both those 2 guys were on the hard tyres. Is Greg White still going? Jack Kobe jumps onto the mediums, as did Mad Max, as will Drac Fury in just a moment, I believe. So now, Greg White, Gamer Dan, and I don't know Jeff, they know the tyres that their closest competitors were on. They will now be thinking, okay, what do we need to do with our strategy to make this strategy work? The big question is now, does the likes of Jack Kobe know the tyres that those front guys were on? To be fair, he probably knew what they were on all along. I think we all now know what tyres those guys were on, and they've really got to start pushing. And at the moment, Jack Kobe is 22 seconds off of the leader. I don't know how long a pit stop is around here. We haven't timed it. But 22 seconds behind the leaders at the moment. Richard Source in 4th. I don't know Jeff in 3rd. Gamer Dan in 2nd. Greg White in 1st at the moment. Greg White and Gamer Dan both going for another lap. They are liking those racing medium tyres. I'll say it now because I think it's become perfectly obvious how people are running. I don't know Jeff in 3rd. Richard just coming in to ditch the racing hard tyres. He's going to jump onto some mediums. Up front, Greg White now with a 1.5 second penalty. Oh, a rare mistake. Damage on the front, heavy damage on the front. So it looks like he might have pushed those tyres a little bit too much, or was trying to get the gap so that the pit stop could be done and he could get out in front of Jack Kobe. Have the front runners left it just 1 lap too long? I did notice when I was looking at some of the YouTubers this morning, they were pitting around lap 7 and 8. These guys have gone to lap 9, both Gamer Dan and Greg White. Gamer Dan looking okay at the moment. He's 1.8 behind Greg White, so you can see how much of the lead has disappeared, and Greg has got that penalty to play out as well. And we're coming up against a back marker. I think that might possibly be Unfazed that's having a mare of a race here. He's shouting at me, can I rage quit? Can I rage quit? We don't rage quit, my friend. So Greg White is now in to lose those medium tyres, as is Gamer Dan, both covering each other off. I don't know Jeff also into the pits to lose his racing medium tyres. Jack Kobe, that will be a very pleasing sight as he blasts across the line to take the lead as Greg White and Gamer Dan are exiting the pit. Jack Kobe has not done enough. He's managed to split the pair, but Greg White is out in front. But Jack Kobe is going to see that 1.5 penalty above Greg White's car, and he's going to be rubbing his hands with glee. Well, he won't be because he's running on a controller, but hypothetically he will be rubbing his hands with glee at that. That gives him a 1.5 second lead over Gamer Dan. So now we've got Jack Kobe on the racing medium tyres, the quicker tyres. Gamer Dan is on the racing hards. Are we now going to see that the Supra is going to be more planted and the Porsche is going to put a little bit of a wriggle on? Greg White seriously wanting to get on terms with Jack Kobe now. He's pushing hard behind Gamer Dan. I think that Gamer Dan is probably feeling the pressure. You can see the back end of that Porsche is now sliding around as the Supra was a little while ago. How is the Supra running? The Supra looks nicely planted now. I say that as Jack Kobe rubs the wall. Just leaving some gold paint on the barrier there for the stewards and the marshals to have to deal with a little bit later on. Jack Kobe 2.5 seconds out front at the moment, whilst Gamer Dan and Greg White are fighting. Mad Max is joining this fight as well, whilst these two are going at it like a couple of pros. Greg White, left, right, every which way. Whoa, we got a yellow flag up. So no overtaking for the moment, just as I thought that Greg White was going to get a good run on Gamer Dan. Oh, I'm faced with a terrible race. Just recovering in the background there. My heart goes out to him right now as Greg White goes for the move on Gamer Dan. He's got the inside line through the tunnel. He will have the inside line for the tight right-hander. Can Gamer Dan hang it out around the outside? Not at the moment. But he's going to try and do the old switcheroo. One of the most satisfying moves in the game. And I think he might have got it done. Just giving Greg White enough room there on that curb. But they're still side by side. Oh my word. And Mad Max positioning his car beautifully there. I thought he was going to follow Greg White through. But Greg White does actually get that one done. Unfazed, don't worry about it, my friend. I can see you've had a mare of a race. So I think he will probably be taking a break from this race to watch how this one's unfolding, because we have got a battle of gargantuan whatevers here. Look at these three, nose to tail. There are other people I could be looking at, but this is just outstanding. Mad Max just showing his guards. He's going to go for a move around the outside. That will be audacious. Can he make that move? Stick. Oh my goodness me. Can they get it slowed down? Mad Max going so deep into that corner. Oh, it's Greg White, Mad Max, Gamer Dan now. These three both together. Jack Kobe 4.6 seconds out front at the moment. And going quite nicely. There are other battles on the track, but this is for podium. I'm going to stick with this one for now. Mad Max getting a look up the inside of Greg White now. The Supra is absolutely coming alive in the latter parts of this race. That's why Mad Max is on the racing medium tyres. The other two are on the hards. Mad Max gets through. What a brilliant move. I did see Greg White on the dirt there. I don't know whether that was a clean move or not. We didn't catch it on camera, but Mad Max has got through into second. So we're Supra 1 and 2 now. The Porsches 3 and 4. Greg White is saying, I've had enough of this. I want that podium back. I am going to go for that podium. Well, my friend, you've got 2 laps to do it. Just half a second off a Gamer Dan. Just looking a little bit further back, we've got I Don't Know Jeff chasing down Richard Source. We've got Welshby on his own. We've got Drac Fury out in clean air. Same with Ronin. Slapfisk is in a bit of a battle with Steve. Holkey is in a bit of a battle with them as well. Jonesy a little bit off the back at the pace. Unfazed has retired to the pits. I think he's got technical issues with his car there, because certainly spinning a lot more than he would normally be. I think he must have something broken on the car. But Jack Kobe out in front, 5.6 seconds. We will talk to Unfazed mechanics in a moment to find out what the issue was the car, because that was very, very unusual to find Unfazed that far down the back of the field. Mad Max second right now, using all of the track and a little bit more. Gamer Dan in third, just 0.7 behind. Greg White just 0.8 behind, so very, very even with these three. It's been really a tough battle and tussle, and I don't know what word I want to use. It's just been brilliant all the way through this. Jack Kobe still your leader, well out in front as he comes across the line in a moment to start his last lap. Oh, wicked. I love it when you get three guys absolutely going for it for a podium place. Not quite nose to tail at the moment. Mad Max seems to have got this reasonably under control. 0.8 of a second ahead of Gamer Dan at the moment, who's 0.9 ahead of Greg White. But Gamer Dan says, I'm not having any of that. Let's go for a really late lunge into that corner and see if we can close that gap. Nailed it on the apex. And he's got the lap. Oh, he did have the time down, but that Supra is just pulling away down the straight. He's got it back out to nearly a second. Mad Max, the Supra on the medium tyres, just getting the power down in a way that the Porsches can't on the hard tyres right now. But Gamer Dan is holding Greg White to account here. 0.6 to behind. Oh, Greg White getting it really loose. How on earth did he not lose that? Wow, that was some car control and a half right there. Oh my word. We've seen nose to tail driving with these guys. We've seen different tyres. We've seen tactics. Now we see these three absolutely going for it. Jack Kobe with the win. Mad Max gets second. Gamer Dan third. Greg White fourth. Richard is going to come across the line for fifth with, I don't know, Jeff, looking to be a little bit squirmy on the exit there, but looking at the track map, but he gets sixth. Welsh Boy comes across in seventh. Jack Fury is going to come across in no man's land in eighth. All on his own for the moment. Ronin also in no man's land, all on his own. He's just circulating that glass corner. He's going to come across the line in ninth. Slapfisk in 10th. Steve with a 1.5 second penalty in 11th. Looks like Jonesy might just get him on the line. Unfortunately, he's going to drop him back a little bit, but going really well. In the lead, GR3 Lambo at a track that we don't run very often. Hulky 13th, and unfortunately Unfazed. Well, they're still scratching their head around that car. The photographer's taking pictures of whatever's going on the offside rear of that car. But I think the mechanics definitely scratching their heads, wondering what on earth happened there. Maybe Unfazed will let us know at some point. But definitely I think car issues there. But Jack Kobe 7 seconds out front at the moment. At one point it looked like the Porsches had it and they were going to be all over the Supras, but it was all down to tyres. We could see that on the channel. I don't know if Jack Kobe realised that they were on the harder compound, the softer compound at the early part of the race, and he was on the harder compound. What a race. What an absolute race. Jack Kobe, your winner. Pole position, clean race. Full house. Did he get the fastest lap? That is the question. Who did get the fastest lap in that one? Well, we're going to have to wait a moment because I need to save the replay and share it. Because I have a funny feeling a few of you are going to want to watch that one back. Because there was some great battles further back in the field that I couldn't get to because it was just so exciting watching that second, third and fourth, the podium places, who was going to fall off the back and not quite make the podium. In the end, I'm going to be honest, it didn't quite go the way I thought it was going to go, that one. Very, very interesting. Tyres, key. Absolutely key. I think that the Super and the Porsche are fairly well balanced around there, but it was incredible to see the way that the Porsches were so well planted compared to the Supras in the early part of the race when the Super was on the harder tyres, and then to see that flip so quickly when the drivers changed their tyres, and suddenly you had the Supras on the medium tyres and the Porsches on the hard tyres. Then it all changed. Mad Max struggled on the hards at the start. I think that Jacoby was as well. The hard tyres and the medium, big difference around here in this one. Big difference. But then the problem is, when do you make that change? Do you do it too early? Do you do it too late? Jacoby was your winner with a 1:26.7 and the fastest lap. The only one in the 1:26s. Congratulations. Mad Max with a fine second. Again in the Supra on a 1:27.4. Gamer Dan did get the last of the podium places with a 1:27.7. Greg White in fourth with a 1:27.2. And I will remind you, Jack and Mad Max started in the traffic on the harder tyres. As the race unfolded and they got a bit more air, they jumped onto the racing mediums. Gamer Dan, Greg White did it the opposite way round. Is there something to learn in that? Have we just learned something about this particular race? In traffic, is it better to be on the hard tyres to start off with? Who knows? Who knows? On a longer race, strategy really does come into play. Anyway, Richard Sauce in 5th. I don't know, Jeff in 6th. Wellsboy in 7th. Jack Fury in 8th. Ronin in 9th. Slapfisk in 10th. Jonesy in 11th. Steve 12th. Hulky 13th. Unfazed 14th. And I got 15th on that one. I've just actually heard from Jack Kobe. I've just found out why he's doing fastest laps and winning every single race here. Apparently, he needs to get on with the packing, so he needs to get through these races quick. I believe that is the reason why he's so quick this evening. Right, Mitchell, what are you doing? Right, we're off to Spar now. We're back to 5 laps for this one. Let me just change the settings so everybody can get in the car. I'll just jump into the race settings and run through it all with you. What a race that was. If you enjoyed that race, please smack the hit a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the commentary, do me a favour, give me a double thumbs up. I haven't done a commentary in a while, I don't think. I used to do them fairly regularly, but I enjoyed that commentary, and I enjoyed that from the very outset. And watching how that one panned out, it was really great. Okay, so we're at Spa, 5 laps, as I said. Preset weather is just cloudless, pleasant, dry afternoon, absolutely fine. Rolling start, fastest first, so you want to qualify well, guys. Slipstream is real. The mechanical damage is light. We're 1 and 1 for tyre and fuel, so basically this one should be a straightforward sprint. GR3, soft tyres only, no need to pit. Oh, this is soft tyres and go for it on this one. So we'll gladly put our soft tyres back on. We'll enter the race. And we will start the quali for this one at 22:45. I just want a couple of minutes just on track, and it is quite a long lap, this one. We are doing 2 of these, Jack Kobe. Yes, this one is dry. The next one is going to be a wet race. The weather is going to be set to R5. So when we did this earlier on, we had a drying track, which made for some really interesting racing and some big questions about the tyres. Do you start off on the slicks as the track is drying and hope to save on a pit stop? Do you go on intermediates? Do you go on wets? How quickly is the track going to dry out? We only had half a dozen of us racing earlier on. Is it going to dry out quicker with 16 racers? In which case, can you get around the track 1 lap on the slick tyres and make that work? That is a huge question mark. Maybe Inters would be the safer option, but I tell you now, I was sliding around all over the place on the Inters earlier on. Could wets be the route to go? Also, is the game going to render the weather slightly differently in this one, and it's not quite drying out as fast as it was earlier on? Who knows? Who knows? So we're going to start the quali in 4 minutes. Greg gave me a tip for Eau Rouge earlier on. I gave him a tip for getting through there really quick. I could go through Eau Rouge and I could come out of that quicker than the fastest ghost in the world earlier on. But I could only do it roughly 1 every 3, 1 every 4 occasions. So it was a very dangerous, risky manoeuvre to go through there the way that I was. Could be done, but more often than not I was binning it. And then Greg White said, Mitch, try this. And I just tried changing up into 6th momentarily earlier, and that did make a huge difference. So Trigger goes through that flat out. Yeah, I was too. Need to be very, very careful how much curb you take through there. I was trying to make sure I gave Slapfisk enough room there, so I was taking a lot more curb than I would normally have liked. So a couple of minutes and then we'll get this one underway. Oh, too deep. Right, let's try Eau Rouge flat out. No, got it wrong. It can be done, but I can only do it 1 every 3 times. So that gives you a penalty. So in the race, I'm going to have to tone that down a little bit. It's all well and good in a time trial to try and get the quick lap, but if you can't pull it off every time in a race, then you've got to rethink things, because half a second penalty in the race is a killer around here. Where the penalty is served, it just gives you more pain and more pain and more pain and even more pain. You're going to see why in a moment when I serve this penalty. Somebody did mention to me about brake balance in this car earlier on. I think I need to keep that in mind. The brake balance 1 to the front, and I want to take the traction control fully off. So now I'm losing time all the way down here. Still losing time, still losing time, still losing time, still losing time. Even now I'm still losing time. It really, really, really hurts a penalty around here. Right, let's get this one underway. Hopefully everybody is ready. Looks like we are. I'm just going to give it a moment or two just to make sure everybody does get onto, well, they're all on the right tyres because we're only on racing soft. Also got to look at my my accelerator pedal, which is, I've got some left and right movement on it, which is really annoying me. I think I might have to have a look at that at some point. Right, let's get going then. We'll start the quali and let's see what we can do. Yeah, I don't quite know why it's doing that. See, I lifted there and it's so easy, but now I'm losing time all the way down the straight. Oh no, got that wrong. Oh. I'm not going to have enough time to come in. So Mad Mikey's saying the BMW's good around here. Yeah, I've been looking at that. I was watching your time earlier on. Seriously, I have been considering the Beamer. I'm looking to see how many BMWs get into the top of the charts. And although I'm in the Supra because it's the Metacar and no other reason, or it was earlier on, I do normally run the BMW around here and I like it very much. So after the stream I probably will run the BMW and just see what my lap times are like. Still didn't do a Rouge. I've really been thinking about that Beamer, and I'm still thinking about it. Right, let's stay off the racing line. because we got a thumping great penalty to serve, and cars coming up behind me. Rums! Jack's just set a 1:16. Wow. That is what I am chasing, but not quite a 1:16.2. I got a 1:17.3 earlier on. I believe I can do a 1:16 in the daily race, but it means putting everything together, but nowhere near as quick as that. That's going over again. See, that's 3 times. 3 times I've tried to go through Eau Rouge and 3 times I've failed. When I'm concentrating on 100% and not streaming, it's roughly 1 in 3 I can get through there. When I'm streaming, I can't even get 1. Oh, killing everybody now. Absolutely killing everybody. Oh. Gamer Dan said, laugh out loud 1 question mark. I'm just trying to process that in my head. I'm not quite sure what that means. Mad Mikey says, BMW M6 is good around here. Gears are matched pretty well with the corners. A lot of the corners you can keep it in the high revs. Saves changing up and then down again. Especially good in the corners before the back straight. I'm really beginning to think I should try the BMW. Really am. The Super is very quick about down the back straight, I have to say. Right. Okay, let's get this one underway and see how we go. A 1:16.0. I would like to get a 1:16.9. Oh no, 2:16. Sorry, 2:16. Sorry. Oh, not reading it properly. I'm looking at the 16. Sorry. I want to get 2:16 is what I'm after. I did tell you, I got a fluff of brains today. Absolute fluff of brains. Tired as heck after a busy weekend. Yeah, crikey, a 1:16 around here. That would get Jack Kobe excited, wouldn't it? No, this is like the daily race, this one. I've set this one up like the daily race. Trying not to bump Greg behind me. Ugh. Oh, he's jumped the curb now. I'm going to try something a bit silly. I am going to try traction control off. It does help you to rotate the car a little bit more. Oh, I nearly slid into Greg White there. Came out in the wrong corner, a wrong gear there. See, when you can do it, you can go through there really quick. But I can't do it consistently. A bit too deep into there. Just had to back out of that. The dirty air off of Jonesy's car, just unsettling mine a little bit. Didn't quite get the grip I'd expected through that corner. Lift ever so slightly there too. Just as we're running off the dirty air of the Super in front. No. I think we might actually be closing up on the guys up front. Whoa. Big old slide through there. See, when I get within about half a second of Jonesy, this car is a little bit less predictable. Don't know whether that is me and nerves being up behind another car, or whether that is dirty air. I'm not quite sure. But we need to settle our nerves anyway. Because Jones is doing a fabulous job of getting us on the back of these cars up front. Last lap, and this is really going to bunch up now. We're not going to both get through our rouge. Just sort of back out of that a little bit. Oh, might corner cut that now. Ah, did. Down right behind me now. Right behind me. It's a shame about the penalties for D-locks and me. But there we go. It is what it is. Oh no, I've binned it. I've binned it on the line. Oh man alive. Of all the times to bin it. Oh no. I binned it right at the last minute. Wow, but that was zero traction control, so reasonably happy with that. Reasonably happy with that. Interesting to see where the BMW ended, which was in 5th in Welsh Boys' hands. Jack Kobe was your winner, and then I don't know Jeff in the Genesis, unfazed in 3rd in the Porsche. So some good racing in that one. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And then yellow flag, last lap, last turn. What? Oh, Steve, I've done that plenty of times. Jonesy, remind me at the end of the stream, and we'll do the yellow flag then, because I know that there's a few people that need to get away today. I dropped it because I spun round on my own, but it was a hard race. Good night, Gamer Dan. You're about to miss what is going to be an unbelievable race. This is going to be a good one. This is the last one of the night, but it is going to be a good one. I can assure you. Yeah, yellow flag, last lap, last turn. I will get to that. Jack Kobe was in first with a 2:15.9. I don't know, Jeff in second with a 2:16.8. Unfazed in third with a 2:17.8. Mad Max in fourth. Welsh Boy fifth. Drac Fury sixth. Ronin seventh. D-Lox in eighth. Greg White in ninth. Jonesy 10th. Gamer Dan in 11th. Hulky 12th. Steve 13th. I got 14th, but with a big penalty. JDM Fighter in 15th and Slapfisk in 16th. Your top three: Jack Kobe, I don't know, Jeff, and Unfazed. Jonesy, you might have done. I got out of control. I think it was me. Because I definitely dropped it. Right. Whoa, Hulky, this is totally different to what we had earlier on. So early on for this, we didn't have this sort of weather. So this is exactly the same weather that we had earlier on, except we didn't have quali. Whoa. It's very interesting how differently this game renders the weather. If I'm perfectly honest. 23:15 I said, 23:15 it is. Let's get this one underway and we'll see. We'll go at 5-minute quali. I'm going to leave it as a 5-minute quali. Too bad. We're only get a lap or two. People are going to have to be on it. I was just thinking about switching the quali out for 10 minutes. But it is 11:15 already. So we'll see. So Mad Mikey, the 40-minute vibe race here is extreme. Pretty good fun. Did one with Speedy earlier. Yeah, this is what this one was based on. And... just a very cut down one. And we did this with RO5 weather earlier on, and we didn't have any rain, and it was a drying track, which was really rather interesting how the race panned out. This time we've got rain. Oh, we've got rain. Whoever's not got wet tyres, you need to look at the Discord. We've gone round already. Sorry, I'm faced. I thought I could have got across there, but alas, no. Crikey. As soon as I touch the loud pedal in this thing, it goes round. I think I might need a little bit more traction control, maybe. I mean, good company though. Jack Kobe's got 2 penalties. Oh. Difficult to know. Should you be on inters? Should you be on wets on this one? This is hard to tell. Yep. Hi Ozzy. Good morning. Hope you're having or going to have a good day. Just try and get that game of Dan's way. I don't want to really compromise his lap time. Bearing in mind I am already killed mine. I've got a couple of guys coming down as well. Well, that was certainly different to this morning. So the big question now is, how much can you prepare for a wet weather race? Earlier on, exactly the same setup as this race. We had no rain and a drying track. Now we've got a soaking wet track and rain. Ooh. Oh, the weather here is a bit like this race. It's been a bit drizzly and rainy and horrible here today, I have to say. Hulky's saying that's hard work. Certainly more hard work than it was earlier on today. I will give you that. It's a lot harder right now. But we'll give this a go. And we'll see what happens. So we've got Greg White, Gamey Dan, Welsh Boy, I don't know, Jeff, Ronin, D-Lock, Slapfist, Jack Kobe, Chunky, Mav Max, Drac Fury, Hulky, Unfazed Steve, me, and JDM Fighter. And yeah, I could not set a time there at all. Greg White going really well. So we will have to see what we can do. Again, the weather is still coming down. The big question is, what tyres do you go for? Do you go for intermediates? Do you go for wets? Do you plan for a pit stop? The weather on the radar is so changeable leading up to the current time. Look at that. Pink just gone through. What is coming? What is coming? Yeah, Chunky, I know about not being able to get on YouTube chat. I'm going to need to get back to you on that one a little later. Let me just get this one underway. The reason why we do YouTube chat is so that people can apologise and acknowledge an apology. That's the reason why we enforce it. The difficulty is if you have an incident and you want to apologise and you're not in YouTube chat, you can't apologise, the other person can't acknowledge it, and it gets a little bit difficult. Crumbs, it's raining hard. That's raining even harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh my word. Oh no. That should have been full wets, I think. I think that's full wet tyres. That's even worse than it was a minute ago. Grump's just trying to get the power down. Okay, this is a little bit more like it was earlier on this afternoon. Not exactly the same, but close. Oh no, 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 now it's changed. Oh, now the weather comes in. We didn't have any of this earlier on. Whoa! I don't know, Jeff was going around there all on his own. I couldn't do anything about that. But we will wait, we will wait. As per the rules, we did help him around with a bit of a bump. I didn't touch him that time. That one was all on his own. No, I don't know. Unfortunately, the last one you did on your own. I was miles away. But I definitely caught you on the first one. Hence the wait. I've got to try and catch up with Steve if I can without going too deep into the chicane. Scarface, it won't like caps, mate. If you want my attention, just put at PlayStation Racer at the beginning of your comment. Oh. Too deep again. Right, we have got the inside for this one. Oh! Yeah, I'm quite happy to do more rain weathers. I normally have all of my races on dynamic weather, so occasionally we do, but maybe we need to throw a few more rain ones into the mix. No snow. I think we're going to be a little bit too far south for snow. At least I hope not. I think that's forecast for a bit further up north. We just had a bit of rain here today. Oh, that's put me way back. That reset. I think we definitely need wet tyres for this one. Greg White is showing everybody how this is to be done. Oh no, no, I lie. Gamer Dan's right with him. I only saw one triangle initially. Those two guys were way out front. I don't know if Jack Kobe's up there with them. Looks like commentator's curse might have just befallen one of them. At the moment, I'm trying everything I can to get on the back of Steve. But this Supra is a handful on these intermediate tyres. Can just see the other car in the distance. For once we actually get through the chicane without too much drama. But we're 9 seconds to Steve at the moment, and down the rain comes again. Oh, you boys that are doing this in the View race later on, I wish you well. Do you go inters? Do you go full wets? Oh, hard to know. Some yellow flags out, but I'm not seeing anything yet. Back to green. I got Steve down to 7 seconds, but it's not enough. It's nowhere near enough. Wow. That was insane. That was insane. Where are we? 20 to 12. I've got 20 minutes. That's not enough time to do a daily. I was just going to say, do you want to do another one? Do you want to do that again? And I'll commentate it. Oh! Give me a thumbs up if you want to do that one again. And I'll commentate it. I must admit, I'm really tired tonight. FaZe does not want to do that again. We'll have a look and see. Oh, I am shattered. Right, let's just save the replay. Share the replay while you guys are deciding whether you want to do that one again. Ooh. We've got a few people dropping out of it. We'll see how many we get. Want to be in it. John, that is exhausting. That is very, very, very exhausting. And it's all, what tyres do you go for? Do you go for inters? Do you go for wets? We ran that earlier on and it was completely different. Completely different. On the same settings. I'm going to double check the settings in a moment. Greg White was your winner with a 239.1. Gamer down in second with a 239.107, so slightly quicker. Jack Kobe in third with a 236.5. Chunky in fourth. Mad Max fifth. Welsh Boy in sixth. D-Lox in seventh. Drac Fury in eighth. Hulky in ninth. Slapfisk in 10th. Ronin with the fastest lap of 234.2 in 11th. Unfazed in 12th. Steve 13th. I got 14th. JDM Fighter lost it on the last corner and got 15th. And I don't know Jeff DNF'd on that one. But Greg White, Gamer Down and Jack Kobe. What a race. What a race. Let me just double check. I want to make sure I'm on RO5 on the weather. That's up here, isn't it? RO5, cloudy with rain. It's exactly what I had earlier on today. The only difference was the tyres. That's the only difference to what we did earlier on. Right, so I am going to do a qualifier at 23:43. So just 2 minutes to see actually who is going to be in this race. Well, Jack, I certainly hope you have some better weather than this where you're going tomorrow. You definitely need some better weather than this. Who else will go out of track? Oh, excuse me for yawning. We've only got... Good night, Gamer Dan. Good night, my friend. That was absolutely amazing, that last race. So D-Lox is out on track. Mad Max is out on track. Slapfisk is out on track. Greg White is in the pits at the moment, but he is going to run. Welsh Boy's in the pits. Hulky, I hope he's going to be doing this one. I don't know, Jeff is just going out on track. We've got a Ferrari as well that was just going out. JDM is in the pits at the moment. Jack Kobe's still out there enjoying himself. So what are we on? Intermediates. Chunky's on wets. Most of the others are on intermediates. Hulky's on wets. JDM is going out on softs. JDM, change your tyres. So we've got just under a minute and then we will go for it. lost Deluxe as well. Who have we got left for this one? Who have we got left? Good night, Ronin. Good night, Dan. Good night, everybody that's disappearing for the moment. We've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Welsh Boy, I Don't Know, Mad Max, Slapfish, JDM, Hulky and Chunky in this one. So 9 runners. I could open it up to public, but I'm not going to. I think we're going to keep it respectful amongst ourselves. And I think that we are going racing in just a moment. Chunky can't deal with this again. Of course you can, my friend. Right, let's get this qualifying underway. So we get the qualifying underway. We'll see how we go. Hey, good afternoon, RL9010. How you doing? Hello, Sean. Hey, Chat Mitch. Going to try and get in tomorrow for some races. Thank you very much for the like. I much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For this one, I am going to commentate it. And I'm going to lose my headphones because they're driving me nuts. Actually, no, I won't, because I need to listen to the engine tune. It does help. I will leave them on. So let's just get out there and watch what is going on with the weather. So at the moment, the weather is coming down pretty badly at the moment. If we just go on board with Jack, then you can see there's plenty of spray. Not too much on the windscreen at the moment. So Hulky's windscreen wiper is going on intermediate. Jack Kobe's is not, but that will be the spray, I would imagine, it's being kicked up. Ooh. Jack Kobe fighting it through the through those corners. We've got a few guys that are just sitting in the pits at the moment. I suspect that we might have a few people that are going to be watching. So I'm not quite sure how many are going to be running. I don't know. Jeff is out on track, being chased by Hulky. Hulky went really well in the damp conditions earlier on today. He was racing really well. But as you can see from the rain gauge, we are definitely into wet tyre conditions right now. Are any of these guys going to dive in and put the wets on? Chunky has just dived in and put the wets on. Slapfish in the Porsche. Ooh, we've got car wise. So Jack Kobe is in the Supra. I don't know, Jeff is in the Genesis. Slapfish, as we saw, is in the Porsche. Hulky is also in the 911. Mad Max is in that Supra. He's loved that Supra all night long and gone really well in it. Welsh Boy is in the Honda, I think that is, the NSX, I believe. Greg White is in the Porsche. Chunky's in the Ferrari. JDM at the moment is in the pits in a Viper, I think. But we'll see how things are going. Yeah, we are into qualifying at the moment. Let's just put the details back up. So they're only really probably going to get 1, maybe 2 flying laps on this one. Possibly only 1, I think, actually. Hulky's now gone on to the Inters. Is he going to change? Not quite sure. Jack Kobe is on Inters at the moment. Hulky's changed to the full wets. It's so difficult to know what tyres to be on in this one. As you can see with the rain gauge, Jack Kobe is just tipping into the wet weather tyre indicator. So it's borderline inters and wets at the moment. So do you go with inters and play around with your traction control and maybe your power? Do you play it safe with the wets and hope that the rain sticks around? Is that drying line going to appear? Slapfisk in the Porsche. He's on intermediates. Have we got anybody out there on the wets at the moment? Chunky is on the wets. Hulky's on the wets. Otherwise, everybody else out there is on the intermediates at the moment. Just riding on board with Jack Kobe. Just hear those tyres just sliding under power, and you can see the back end of the car moving around quite a lot. Jack Kobe having to fight it quite a bit. Slapfisk and Mad Max fighting the car as well. The Slapfisk's Porsche looks to be a little bit more planted, I have to say. Again, is big slide there from Slapfisk and Mad Max. I think there were a couple of power slides there from those guys. Greg White practicing for the race later in the week in the Porsche. Flames spitting from the exhaust. But the power going down really nicely with that Porsche. You can see how gingerly Greg is putting the power down on that car. So coming up to half accelerator and then full accelerator, and just as it goes full, the back end of that is stepping out just a little bit. Jack Kobe just saying he was being very aggressive then. You could see that car was certainly moving around. But it looks like the qualification period is over. Jack Kobe leading the timing sheets with a 2:40.7. So he's gone quicker on his last lap there. At the moment, Greg White has just gone quicker. Greg White with a 2:37.2. Wow. Greg White knocks Jack Kobe off of the top step for the grid. He will start on pole. So we're going to be Porsche, Supra, NSX, Porsche. It's all changing. It is all changing. Wow. I tell you what, Greg, the stuff we did earlier on, maybe that's helping. Maybe that's helping. Right, if everybody's ready, we will get this underway. Can I just get an R if you're ready, just in case anybody is changing tyres? So if I can just get an R when you're ready. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runners. Greg White in the 911, Chunky in the 458, Jack Kobe in the Supra in third, Mad Max in the Supra in fourth, Welsh Boy in the NSX in fifth, Slapfisk in the 911 in sixth, I don't know Jeff in the Genesis seventh, Hulky in the 911 in eighth, JDM starting in ninth in the Viper. Not quite sure on the tyres for JDM. Chunky, who didn't want to do this one again, I think he was saying can't do another one, getting second place there. So let's get this underway. Looks like most people are ready. Hulky's saying no, but I think that's a joke. So let's go. 10 seconds and we will be away. But Chunky, nice result there to get second behind Greg White. Demoting Jack Kobe to third, who, as he said, was really going for it towards the end there. Mad Max doing well in fourth. Welsh Boy fifth. So, yes, could be very interesting, this one. Could be very interesting indeed. Let's put up some racing information as we get into the rolling start. Greg is going to lead them away with Chunky in the Ferrari behind. As we watch them coming down towards the start, the lights go green and they drop the hammer and they are away. So Greg White leading the pack into the first corner. Is everybody going to get through here in one piece, I wonder? Oh no, we got it. I think we had a spinner at the back. We did. I think that may well be JDM Fighter on the incorrect tyres, so we won't worry about that right now. But Greg White has got away nicely. Chunky is going well in that Ferrari. Of course, at the moment, they don't necessarily know what tyres each other are on, and they don't know how this track is going to dry out. Those of you that are following on YouTube will be able to see the tyres as I'm scrolling through the cars. Welsh boy just picking up a half-second penalty at the early stages of the race. That's possibly a track limit infringement. Otherwise, everybody else going really, really nicely. Hulky with a nice power slide there in the Porsche, but up front it is Greg White, 0.7 ahead of Chunky, who gets it massively sideways. He has got Jacoby chasing him down. Now, I can just tell you now, it is no mean feat to keep this on the tarmac when you've got Jacoby chasing you down. Jacoby possibly qualifying slightly out of position. I think that the track was drying at the end, but you can see now the guys that are on the intermediate tyres, we are actually in wet tyre. It's a bit borderline into the wets, but we are seeing a little bit of the old the blue for the wet on the rain gauge. So these guys are certainly picking up some moisture off the track at the moment. Greg White with a slide again there as the power goes down, but nicely gathered up, nothing to worry about there. Chunky still going really well in second. Jacoby falling off the back a little bit at the moment, 1.4 seconds. Chunky is finding some real confidence in this Ferrari right now. Lights flashing on the Ferrari. Oh, Jacoby gets it up the inside. Beautiful move done. Absolutely lovely move going up the inside of Chunky there. That looked to be clean to me. So, but Chunky's having none of it. He's right on the back of Jacoby. Less than 0.2 of a second. He is right on his back bumper. He's practically pushing him down towards Eau Rouge. They're going to have to be careful through here. Over the top. Who is going to get the power for the long straight? Has Chunky got better drive out of there? Or has Jacoby? It looks like Jacoby's just got the drive out of that corner to just open it up. Oh, he's going for a move. Wow, what a move we just saw there from Jacoby to take the lead. I think that was one of those all or nothing corners. It's like I'm either going to make this and it's going to stick, or I'm off and my race is over. That was a champion's overtake. Wow. Now it's all on Greg White to hold off Chunky, and then for these two guys to get on the back of Greg White, or given that Chunky is going so well in that Ferrari, would it make sense for Greg to trade places and see if that Ferrari can pull them both onto the back of Jacoby? I think not, because Jacoby gets it well sideways and Greg White is right back in the game now. 0.2, he's got to look up the inside. I think that is going to get closed off. It is, but he gets a much nicer line through there than Jacoby did. Greg White looks to be a lot more confident in the Porsche at the moment, even using some of the curbs. The Supra really slippery on acceleration. The Porsche just looks so much smoother. That back end is still stepping out, but the Supra just looks to be bit more of a handful to me than Greg White behind. So we're just concentrating on these three up front at the moment as Jack Kobe goes well wide, as to Chunky. Oh, Chunky nearly losing it, gathered it up beautifully. Thankfully, I don't think that was a track limit area issue. Chunky going really deep into that final corner. That is going to bring Mad Max right the way back into this. So we're not far off a 4-car race here, but Chunky is getting back up with Greg White and Jack Kobe very, very, very quickly. Lights flashing on that Ferrari. I think it may well be a controller player because those lights are flashing all the time. Just looking further back down the field, we got Welsh Boy in a battle with Slapfisk and Hulky. Welsh Boy just out. Oh, Slapfisk looks like he might have got a good exit, but he is on the dirt, on the wetter tarmac. But has he found some drive offline? Welsh Boy and Slapfisk almost side by side down to Eau Rouge. Welsh Boy with the better line through there. Can he get a better drive out the top? Hulky's got a good line out there as well. Is Slapfisk going to unfortunately lose 2 places as we go down the Camel Straight? It looks like Welsh Boy has got by. Hulky's making a move too. Hulky's got a beautiful line from the inside. 3 wide now. Come on, boys. You're not going to get 3 wide through there. Welsh Boy looks to get up the inside of Hulky, but Hulky doing 2 cars in 1 corner there to get 5th. Wow. Mad Mikey still pushing. Sorry, Mad Max still pushing even. Still can't get my words out tonight. He's pushing. Chunky with a penalty now. He's got a half-second penalty. That would be for a track limit infringement, I would imagine. As we know around here, that results in a much bigger penalty, which is almost definitely going to give the last of the podium places to Mad Max. Sorry for coughing. Wow, what a race. Greg White out front at the moment in the Porsche 1.5 to Jack Kobe. Jack Kobe going really wide. He's completely off the track. He can't get back on because of the Astro. Where is he going to be able to join? He does join in second. He didn't lose too much time there. Did the wide thing. Stayed really wide. Stayed off of the green Astro. And oh, they're all going off the track at the moment. Is the weather getting more? Wow, unfazed. Yes, please. If you could save that replay, that would be great. I really appreciate that. So, Greg White, 3.5 seconds ahead of Jack Kobe in second. Jack Kobe, half a second now ahead of Mad Max in third. Chunky in fourth, right back in there as well. It looks like they're not going to be changing the tyres, so I can say now we have got Greg White on intermediates, Mad Max on intermediates, Chunky is on the wet tyres, Jack Kobe on the intermediates, Slapfisk on intermediates. So I think it's only Hulky and Chunky, Hulky and Chunky both on the wet tyres at the moment. Whoa, Jack Kobe with a huge power slide there, almost drifting through there as he takes a look up the inside of Chunky, desperate to get the power down up the Camel Straight. He's now going to need to get that slowed down, and at the moment we are back to borderline wet weather tyres. Chunky all over the back of Jack Kobe here. This is brilliant for the lead, absolutely brilliant. Greg White's 3 seconds out in front, but behind we've got a 3-way battle for the last 2 podium places with Mad Max, Jack Kobe and Chunky in that order. Chunky giving it everything. He's mega sideways in the same way that Jack Kobe is through half of these corners. These guys are not leaving anything. They're absolutely going it. They're not leaving anything to chance here. They're absolutely going for it. any one of these guys, I think, could get the podium here. Slapfix is 18 seconds behind, so quite some way back. I'm just going to stick with this race for the moment because this is just action all the way. Amazing racing in these conditions that are not getting any better. Much wetter than we had earlier on today. Greg White, masterclass out in front at the moment. 2.5 seconds ahead of the rest. As he's going to come across to sight up the chicane for the last time. Oh, big slide through air. Now, Mad Max will have seen that. Mad Max will know that is an opportunity to close, and he has closed to 1.1, but he's gone off at the last corner. That is going to let Jack Kobe through. Oh, and Chunky's going to try around from the outside. Mad Max giving him some room. Oh, Chunky giving him a swipe on the way through. They're both banging doors as they're trying to get the power down. Both of them power sliding into each other. That was awesome. Chunky taking a look on the inside. Mad Max going for it. So a little bit of paint swapping there, but nothing at all. Oh, Mad Max goes off. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but Mad Max just skewed off to the left there. He's got himself a 1.5 second penalty now. So, assuming that there wasn't a touch between Chunky and Mad Max, and I wasn't close enough to see, that has released Chunky on the wet tyres to go after Jack Kobe, and it is clearly wet tyre territory now. This is no longer intermediate territory. I believe that the race is just coming back to the wet weather runners in this. So what can Chunky do? He's 2.6 behind Jack Kobe. Oh, Greg White, he's going right round. Oh no, Greg White going so well. And Jack Kobe now has taken the lead. I did say that the weather had gone to wet, and it looks like Greg just dropped it. He'd gone so well all the way through this one. Jack Kobe now 2.7 out front. I think he's probably going to learn from Greg White's mistake there, and he could probably bring this home. Oh, but my heart goes out to Greg. Greg had that one in the bag. He was controlling the race from the front for so long. Drac Fury also saying it is very windy. You can see the way that the spray is clearing the track. Wind and rain, but Jack Kobe now dancing this Supra around 3.6. Now he's out in front. The boy's just enjoying himself now. Just beautiful. Look at the tail going on this car. Chunky in second going really well, but we'll stay with Jack Kobe. He's off on holiday, and what a way to finish his lobby races with us this week. 4.5 seconds in. Oh no, he's dropped it. He's dropped it. I thought he was going to reverse over the line. Chunky is going to come across for the win. Greg White. Oh, this is going to be close. Jack Kobe just gathers it up, I think, and gets across the line. Greg White in third, Mad Max in fourth. Drama all the way. I thought that Jack Kobe was going to slam it in reverse there and just bring it across the line in reverse. What a time to drop it. What a time to drop it on the last corner. Jack Fury says the wind blew Kobe over. Wow, that was outstanding. What a fabulous race that was. Wow, it just goes to show tyres. Chunky went for the wet tyres and held him through to take the win. Absolutely outstanding. Brilliant. Jack Kobe with a very rare mistake. He was so far out front. Dropped it on the last corner. Greg White also so far out front and dropped it on the last corner. Just goes to show that when you are out in front, you've really got to concentrate and keep that concentration level up. Chunky, your winner in the 4.5 out Italia on the wet tyres, a 2:42.8, but that is insignificant. The win, the trophy, the top step off the podium, triumphing over our wonderful Jack Kobe, who's just raced brilliantly tonight with a 2:42.0. Greg White led that race all the way through until the right at the end, when he also had an unusual moment that robbed him of the win down into third place with a 2:39.9. Mad Max was fighting all the way until he got a penalty in fourth. And then a little bit further back, Slapfisk having a battle with Holkey in sixth. Welsh Boy in seventh ahead of, I don't know, Jeff. And then JDM didn't get away with those slick tyres. But your top three, Chunky, Jack Kobe and Greg White. Chunky, I think you need wet daily races and get yourself up to an A+, my friend. You've just beaten an A+ and an A. Well, basically 2 A+ races, because I tell you now, Greg White is easily an A+ as well. Absolutely brilliant. That is me done for tonight. I did say that I was going to call it a day at midnight. It is 10 past, so I'm afraid, sorry guys, that is it for me this evening. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. I'm hoping tomorrow to be back with more of the lobby races. Probably just going to crack the randomiser out, and then I'm hoping I'm going to be feeling better. I've got a really bad cold. I'm hoping I'm going to be over this cold and back with some daily races tomorrow. If I can find some time during the day, I might try and just do a little bit of qualifying, time trialing, just to see if I can get that time down. Thank you to Unfazed for the replay. He's put me in a 2, if I get the right timings, a 2:36. I'd like to get into a 2:36 if that is at all possible. In the sport mode, let me just have a little think where we're at. Hulky, you're more than welcome, my friend. And good luck in the races later on, you guys. I'm glad that we did that because it was so different to what it was earlier on. A 2:16. I don't know what. Unfazed. I'm so full of cold. I don't know what I'm saying tonight, mate. So full of cold. What am I trying? Rankings. That's what I want. Friends ranking. So Unfazed is now put in a 2:16.6. I'm down with a 2:17.3. So, and I know that there's another half second for me to do in there. I can see that Kushti has done a 2:16.9. So he's broken the 2:16. Gran Turismo's 2:16. RL's 2:16. Hugh, I don't know, Jeff is a 2:15. Well done, my friend. That's a great time. That is in the Genesis. And it does look like, well, we've got a mix. We've got Gia Supra, Shumi in the Genesis, but we have got some guys down in the 2:15. As far as the global rankings concerned, I've dropped down to a 3,600. So there's a lot of people that have been putting times in this evening. I was 1,000th at one point this afternoon. But it definitely seems to be the Supra that is the meta car for this week around this track. The BMW M6 seems to be disappearing now. We got the Genesis in 4th, the Nismo in 5th, the Genesis in 12th and 18th. And we've got to come all the way down to 24th for the M6. And that time is dropping away. That was quite high earlier on. A couple more Genesis cars. We got another M6, but as you can see there, it is primarily the Supra. So I think I'm going to be sticking with the Supra if I can do. Unfazed says, I feel like a 2:15 is not impossible. What have you got again? I can't remember. Unfazed has put in a 2:16.6. Well, I think so. I mean, I think I could take a good half second off of mine, which would put me at a 2:16.8. That isn't quite as good as Unfazed. And the 2:15 would, yeah, I think a 2:15 time would be cracking. That would be useful. A 2:15. So a 2:15 is going to put you... Oh, crikey. Okay. A 2:15 at the moment is going to put you top 200. So for me, I usually try and aim for 1,000 in the world. So I'm looking for a 2:16.0. Wow. Okay, so I'm looking for 2:16.0. Once you actually get into the 2:15s, it's really, really close. There's a lot of people setting times at 2:15.9, 2:15.8, 2:15.8. Yeah, it's close. It's close. So I need a 2:16 is what I'm after. I'm looking for a 2:16.0. I don't think I'm that quick. I really don't think I'm going to be that quick. So Unfazed 2:16.0 is what I'm looking for. Before I forget, I'm going to pop up to... no, I'm not. I'm going to go into there. I am going to go into there. I'm going to go into qualifying time trial. I am going to find Unfazed, view his profile, user page, gallery, and we're going to grab that time. And I'm going to save that to my collection, because that is the time that I am going to be chasing as we go forward through the rest of the week. Renzo is going to get a 2:16 later in that NSX GT 500. Not a bad car, but as I said, at the moment, it definitely looks like the Supra is the car of choice this week. Unfazed also setting his in the Supra, although the Shumi in the Genesis going well, and also I don't know Jeff. So you know, maybe is that Genesis an interesting car to run in the race? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It will be dry though. So there we go. Right, I am going to call it a night. I will see you again very, very soon. If you haven't already, please smack the like button for this video. And yeah, we'll be back here 9 o'clock tomorrow, normal time. In the meantime, take care, look after yourselves, have a great day, morning, evening, night, whatever you're doing, have a great one. Take care. Bye.